Hi, my name is John St. Pierre from Walsworth Yearbook. So I'm going to walk you through how to create your own senior ad for the 2024 Mass Yearbook. The first step is going to yearbookforever.com. Once you're there, it's going to ask you to enter in school name. Once you enter in Garden City, you'll see Garden City High School and you'll shop the store. We have a couple of options when we get out here. One is to buy the yearbook. So I'm going to buy the yearbook first. You're going to see an option to create a name stamp on the book. If you choose to do that, you'll click the plus sign and then hit continue. If you don't want a name stamp, you'll just hit continue. I'll go ahead and hit continue with the name stamp. It's going to ask me for my information. Once I've completed that, I'll click next. If you chose name stamps, you have three options for the layout. The long line denotes where the name will be, and then you could add icons if you choose. So in this case, I'll just choose layout 1 and next. It's going to ask me for the student's name. And then it's going to ask me if I'd like to add an icon. So in this case, I'll just choose a soccer ball and a football. If my son John Smith happen to play those two, or there's a bunch of icons available for all different types of activities at the school. At this point, it's going to ask me to check out or keep shopping. In this case, I'm going to keep shopping because I want to create a senior ad. If you're not creating a senior ad, you can just check out and pay by credit card or PayPal, and your transaction is finished. So to create my senior ad, I'm going to click Get Started. Again, it's going to ask you for your information. It should have it stored there. Homeroom teacher, you don't need to put that in. It's optional. To create your own ad online, you'll click Design My Ad Online. Click Next. Choose the size that you would like. Color is the default. And then you'll click Continue here to review. You have different options to choose from in terms of the layout. So when you find one that you like, you'll click on it and then click Next. Once you land on this screen, you'll be able to add text, you'll be able to add photos, and even change the background color of your ad. I would recommend that you get your photos together before you start this process and have them in one folder on your computer so you're not searching around during the process. So I put a couple of photos together of my daughter, who is also a senior this year, and I am still in shock that that's happened. She's my baby, and somehow she is about to graduate. But let's get this ad going. So I'm going to put this photo here in the center. So I navigate to that photo, and that'll pop in. And then I'm going to add photos around the outside. So I picked a couple of photos of her and her best friend. Okay, so now here's one of our first dilemmas. So the picture of Kate here at the Eiffel Tower fits just fine, but this one, Kate and Allie are kind of getting cut off. So I'm going to click on here, and I have a cropping option. So I'm going to click crop, and then what I can do is I can move this around to see if I can't make this fit. It's not going to let me go any smaller because I've already reached the top and the bottom of the picture, so I really can't get them in. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel, and I'm going to hit the trash can, and I'm going to find a better place for that. So in this case, this picture is a little wider, so I'm going to try this again. And in this case, it fits much better. So again, I'm going to click on crop. I'm just going to move them over slightly just so I get them both in. I'll click add photo. Now in this case, I might want to zoom in. So I'm going to click crop again. And I'm going to click larger. And it's going to zoom in as I'm clicking. And then I can get them centered. And that looks good. I'm going to come back and click add photo. Now in this case, this photo actually is a little more vertical. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this one, and I'm going to choose this picture that I know needs to be a little wider. And same thing, I'm going to click here and I'm going to crop, and I want to make it a little larger. And I just want to slide them over to get that. Then I'll come up here, add photo. Totally up to you guys where these are all going to go. And same thing, I want to crop and just kind of get them a little more centered. I think those are Big Time Rush shirts. Miss those guys. At the top, I'm going to add some text. So in this case, congratulations, Kate. I'm going to highlight the text. I'm going to make it bigger by increasing the point size. I want to center it. And I'd like to change the font. We have a bunch of nice fonts in here. And that is not one of them. All right, I like avant-garde. And then I'm going to change the color. In this case, our school colors are blue, but I will do a maroon. I think that's maroon. I think that's a little more maroon. And done. And so I've got the nice maroon headline. I'm not going to use this one, although if you wanted this to be, if I wanted to add like a personal message, so you can go ahead and even same thing here, you can match up the font. So if I wanted that to be avant-garde, I can highlight this and choose the avant-garde, and you can make it a little bigger to fit. If you have more text, it would obviously fill in, but for now, I'll just go with that message. And then down here, I could add more text. I can go around and add more photos, but let me just show you what happens here. When I click on preview, it's going to show me exactly what the ad is going to look like. So what you see is what you get. So whatever this looks like, spelling mistakes, that's gonna be there. So you have to be very careful and check. We're going to do our best with the staff to take a look at your ads and try to catch any spelling errors that might take place, but that's not a guarantee. So please be sure to have a couple of different sets of eyes on your ad before submitting, just to make sure that everything is spelled correctly. Let me jump back in here to just show you that we do have a spell check. So look for this red line. So I'm just going to add an extra A in here. So when you see this red line, it's basically telling you something is amiss, and then you can just go back in and take that out, and you'll see that everything is good. Congratulations with a D is the #1 spelling mistake parents make when they're submitting their ads. So remember, congratulations is with a T. So if I'm happy with everything, I can click done. If I want to continue working, I will. I'll click done. You check this box that you certify that these are your photos, and you click finish. And then it will bring us to our checkout screen where we can pay for the book and ad, and you are done. So under the help tab, we have find an order. In the event that you can't remember if you bought a book, you can just enter in the email address and it will let you know if you've already made a purchase. Down here, we have an 800 number. So during the week, you can call in, and if you're having any trouble building your book or your ad, we can certainly help with that. So you just call this 800 number right here or send us an email and we will help you out. And then there are 2 other videos here that walk you through the process in the event that you misplaced this link. So good luck buying your book and purchasing your ad, and congratulations on your sons and daughters graduating.